Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech. Look at this, look at this. Bam, we've finally done it. Everybody in the active duty roster has 9 tactics. It is so much easier to fight difficult mechs when you can use your called shots to maximum effect. I'm very happy about this. Alright, he also still has quite a bit of stuff left. We could like work toward the sprint bonus with him. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay, what else? What are we doing today? Well, first of all, I do want to say I hopped in here and I updated our livery a little bit. I changed the paint jobs and the mechs up. I added some red to our color scheme. I think they look pretty nice now. I like this. Where's the good Thunderbolt? Yeah, I like his big toothy grin even more now. Also, just kind of a terrifying looking mech in general. That's a lot of large, scary missiles. Alright, so we have a job left to do on this world. It is not a job of any great import, but it is a job, and we should do it, because I love score. I love money, but I love score even more. I guess that means I love money a lot, because it is both money and score. Anyway, let's do the thing. It's a battle on a desert world. We're just gonna drop in here and take these dudes out. I can't imagine we're gonna get any meaningful salvage from a 2-skull, so let's just take this all the way as money. Get a little bit more reputation with the Free Worlds League, and this definitely seems like the kind of place where we want to put in the pilots who need the most XP. Yeah, okay. This Cyclops is so good. I can't believe we get to run a Thunderbolt and a Jaeger mech at 4. We've had some good. We've gotten some good salvage this mission or this campaign. Alright, this should be a real milk run. I'm not expecting a whole lot of resistance here. I didn't even read the text. I probably should have read the text. Whatever. It's on the loading screen, right? We'll just read it now. I'm excited to get back in here and smash up some giant robots. Don't tell the other games, but BattleTech is definitely the game amongst our current series that I'm having the most fun recording, although Hitman is still very good as well. After a recent skirmish with our forces, the surviving units of a local government lance escaped the battlefield. We believe they've managed to partially repair their mechs, and that means they're a loose end that the Free Worlds League would like to see tied off, permanently. Track down these survivors and finish them for good. Okay, so they're partially damaged. We're gonna see not full armor, I assume. This should be very easy. We're 2 full symbols of difficulty above this mission.
Here we go.
Alright, Sand Cricket, take it easy. Yeah, this should be pretty simple.
10-4.
I have to say, I'm overall like very pleased with the direction the company is taking. We have a lot of good backup mechs now. I think we might have a full B squad. Like if our A squad got all damaged in a mission, we might still be able to keep pushing on whatever system we're on.
Roger that.
I don't love this. Now I've gotten this mech. Well, I guess he has some jump jets. Whatever, he'll just jump down. That also means that it might be a good time to start reassessing the builds of our current mechs. Some of our mechs, in particular here I'm talking about the Jaeger mech, have the builds they have because that's just like the gear we had at the time. We're just equipped with the best we could afford at the moment. But we can definitely do better in a lot of those cases now.
Standing by.
Oh wow, there's not a way down over here. I did not realize. Okay, well, hold on. Cyclops doesn't have any jump jets. Although I suppose, you know what, we could probably just leave it up here, right? Yeah, it fights fine at long range. What am I thinking?
Orders.
Also, where the hell... Okay, here we go, finally. 15 of 45. Doesn't exactly scream 2-skull to me, but alright.
Moving to position.
Yep, I know I told you to get down off that ridge, but I changed my mind to get back up on that ridge.
Yes, Commander.
We probably don't actually want you guys to move on 4. Let the enemies come in here a little bit. So about half armor? Yeah, this should be very fast.
Yeah.
He is pretty far away though, isn't he? Let's maybe reserve one more time. I'm gonna let this other mech come forward as well. I want to move after it does.
Barely hit, Commander. Yeah? What can I do you for?
Alright, let's
Roger
jump into
that.
cover over here. What have we? A 75-ton mech moving on 2. What the hell do they have a 75-ton mech in a 2-skull mission for? Alright, let's just... I think we can probably just try to go through the arm. Right, I don't need to make this a precision strike.
Got it. Nice.
You know, it's okay for Hellebore to be proud of himself. Ooh. Well, shoot. If I had known that they could have an Orion, I wouldn't have gone 0-2 on salvage. Well, let's still try to take... So actually, what we want to do is we want to core all of the other mechs on the mission, and we want to try to take that thing's head off, so that the largest possible percentage of the loot pool is its pieces. Yeah, so... I think we can just run up in the open here. That's like, what is that? 5 or 6 evasion points plus 1,000 armor. That's probably fine. So let's just try to drop this thing. See if we can't be rid of it. I almost want a precision strike just because of these percentages. Yeah, whatever.
Everything I got. Critical hit, Commander.
Alright, so that'll put him on 2. He's not going anywhere.
What's up, boss?
And actually, the Cyclops could just finish him off right now, huh?
Confirmed.
That's probably not necessary. It's probably more beneficial for us to hit the Blackjack. And this might be a good time for a precision strike. I think I just go hard center, right? Oh, it has ammo in its center torso,
Give
too.
it everything I've got.
Yeah, definitely do this. Come on, show me that ammo explosion. Nope, not quite.
I'm receiving you. Location confirmed.
Alright, what is the status of your stuff? Okay, it looks to me like we could go precision strike to the head on this guy. Wish it would give me my hit percentages. Hold up. There we go. Okay, 90. Pretty good. Do we want to fire the SRMs? I think I don't. I think I really want to try to do the smallest amount of damage possible here that is not directly to his head.
Roger.
Man, Rocket's really good at that. Alright. We can't make them give us Orion loot, because we don't have any priority salvage, but we can make it as likely as possible.
Here it comes.
Okay, we got it.
Target neutralized.
Yes, Commander.
Boy, this would have been a pretty good mission to pull when it was actually time to do 2 skulls. Being able to get an Orion so quickly would be really nice.
I'm gonna give him the big bubble.
Hellebore, what did we tell you about saying the big baboon?
Last time.
Didn't we have a conversation about this? Okay, wow, that was really fast. Like I said, didn't expect a huge amount of trouble there, but that Orion did surprise me. Okay, so no real damage. Didn't get any of the Orion pieces. That's a shame. I mean, the odds were definitely against us on that. Okay, so first of all, let's take a quick look at our reputations, because I don't remember exactly where we are. I was playing that other company I started with Elise a little bit this weekend, so I'm all crossed up about which things are in which game a little. Let's see here. Reputation. So, good with Lyrians and Draconis, and actually pretty good with the Free Worlds League. Okay. Magistracy doesn't like us, and obviously, that thing with the Capellans. That thing I'm always doing to the Capellans. So, let's talk about what is on the docket here. Okay, we're working on that repair scaffolding. We're going to travel now, right? We were headed in the general direction of a Flashpoint, weren't we? We have this Braying of Hounds, which gives rare items, and also over here, Unwelcome Guests, which would put us up against House Steiner for Lost Tech. Oh, that's very interesting. Well, we'll do this one first, and then we'll turn around and get that one, I guess? Or, Is that the way I want to do this? Yeah, probably. Okay, so we have a 9-day travel. Let's get 9 days worth of stuff in the mech bay. Also, there's a store on this world, right? Oh, apparently I am told by a commenter called Wendex, who has been very helpful, by the way. Thank you very much. I'm told that currently, pirate rep does not actually affect your costs at the black market. The system's owner rep is what affects your costs at the black market. It's probably a bug. They probably want it to be the pirates, you know, judging from the fact that it shows the pirates here, and also that makes way more sense. But, so that's a thing for us to remember for the future. And also, not to be too upset about right now, because it turns out even if I hadn't crashed my pirate rep, this still would be way too expensive. So, is there anything in here that we do want to pick up? This large laser has 3 pluses on it. 10 damage and 3 accuracy is pretty exciting. A 10 damage PPC, that's pretty cool. And we're probably going to get pretty paid here, right? Oh, I do love a plus 10 damage small laser. Let's grab that. Also, it's basically free, so that helps. 15 melee damage is not a good use of 2 tons. There's no way I'm doing that. But we'll definitely buy this.
New weapon systems available.
God, I wish I could buy that Atlas. I'm not going to buy part of an awesome, I don't think. A million C-bills on something we may not even be able to build into. Yeah. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. This we buy.
New weapon systems available.
I don't think this is worth having. This is pretty good. Yeah, I can spend 209 on something that's only pretty good, I think. And then, was there anything really, nothing really notable available here? Okay. Did we have enough flamethrowers in that grasshopper that we were building to have flamethrowers in it? I think we were short one, weren't we? It ended up being like 5 flamethrowers and a small laser or something. Let's just buy the flamethrower because it's basically free. Very, very close to. And then we will go into the mech bay here and do a little bit of fiddling around. Okay, so first of all, do we want to outfit new mechs or do we want to just keep building up our old mechs? Oh, you know what? There is one other thing I wanted to do actually. I learned, it turns out, there are some mechs or some missions that require you to use mechs of smaller sizes. There are missions in Flashpoints that have tonnage restrictions. So we should probably bring up a couple of our better small mechs and have them ready, especially since we now have all of the mech bay slots open. So basically what I'm thinking is, what do we have right now? We have a 55-ton Griffin that's like pretty okay. This Trebuchet is fine but not great. I'd like to... I think I want to rebuild the Hatchet Man, basically. I want a Hatchet Man sitting at the ready.
Sure thing. We'll see that it's prepped and ready.
Okay, and then do we want to pull one more up? I'm thinking something in like the 40 to 50 range, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe... I don't know how common these missions are. But maybe like the Blackjack. The Blackjack's a good, well-rounded mech. He could do a lot of different things. I'd actually kind of like to have a Hunchback ready. My experience with the Hunchback in my other campaign has been very positive. Now, you know, we have a 55 and a 50. With the Hatchet Man up, that's probably good enough. Alright, so that's 3 days, and then we're going to want to rebuild the Hatchet Man. So, let's start traveling now. And I really like the music in this game. Oh, I didn't actually hit the... Well, we just hovered in the air for 2 days for no reason. Yes, the Braying of Hounds. That is where we're going. Employed by a faction that doesn't exist against a faction that doesn't exist for some rare items. Medium engagement length, consecutive deployments. Alright, so we'll let them pull the Hatchet Man up, and then we will have it actually outfitted. So what did we do? We have an AC-10 for it, right? Do I want to put the best AC-10 in it, though? Maybe not. Yeah, I probably want to have the best AC-10 we have available for, you know, real mechs. No offense, Hatchet Man, but you know what I mean. So let's see. Arm mods. Do we have a good arm mod for this thing? Plus 40 melee damage will not be bad. 3 tons on that? We could do that. Oh, it'd have to go in the other arm, unfortunately. So now we care about both sides. Basically, I want to be able to stack stuff in this arm so that we can turn the right side of the mech away when danger arises, but I guess that's the best we're going to be able to do. Bro, a plus 3 melee hit? Man. We should probably hold that for one of our better mechs. Like, that could go in the Grasshopper's center torso. Okay, I think that makes sense. And then we have 4 tons left to play with, so we go like... Oh, well, probably we should put an AC-10 ammo bin in here, huh? I only have 1. And we're in the air, so I can't get another one right now. Alright, let's throw that in that same torso portion. Thinking about turning the thing to the side to protect it, you know. And then we put like a couple of small lasers in. Or medium lasers, rather. One on that arm, one on that arm. And... oh, this doesn't have any jump jets right now. We should probably fix that. Yeah, that seems like an okay build to me. That has plus 110 melee damage. It'll really tear through people. Doing 150 melee damage. We could cut the arm mod. Use that tonnage to get up to maximum jump jets and then just really armor the hell out of the thing. Like, how much do I actually want this? I think yeah, you know what? I don't actually think that's that good. So we'll put the rest of the jump jets in. And we'll just armor up. We only actually want to armor up 1 ton, because remember, I do want to put an extra ammo bin in. But that is a real later sort of concern. So for right now, we'll just armor the body up as much as we can. Or some on the legs. Yeah, that feels okay. Maybe a little bit more armor for this side of the, for this arm. Thing has no back armor at all, which is probably a problem. Alright, hold on. Who knows how long we'll keep it? You know what? Screw it. Who knows how long we'll keep it this way? Alright, so that's 5 more days. We still have, what?
Let you know when that's done.
So 3 days in the air. So do I want to rebuild some of our existing mechs, or do I want to outfit these 2 new ones? Let's maybe talk about the other Thunderbolt. Having a 3rd Thunderbolt ready to go, I actually kind of like the idea of. So, we have 1 Thunderbolt right now. Actually, we gotta back up. Hold on. What do we need on the team? We have this guy who's kind of a medium to long range. You know what? I can sort these now. That's right. Let's go... Let's clear the top row for a second. So, Grasshopper, Thunderbolt 5S. This is the right Grasshopper, right? No, this is the wrong Grasshopper. There we go. Thunderbolt 5S, the Cyclops, and the Jaeger mech are the A team, right? We also have access to this guy who kind of wants to get in close, sort of, but also can fight from long range. This guy who wants to get in close. So he's going to serve the same role as that guy, right? This guy, we don't really have an analogous mech to. We have this Black Knight who's kind of long-rangey. The Black Knight's kind of more in this role, actually. And then, we don't really have anything that's directly analogous to this Jaeger mech, except that's the wrong Jaeger mech. There we go. We don't really have anything else that's directly analogous to this guy. And we have, like, the trebuchets and stuff. But you could argue that this is sort of true, right? We have the PPC and the large laser, so this is like a long-range guy. So, I sort of want to outfit another mech for short range. We could go with the quick draw instead of the Thunderbolt. It is faster. But man, the armor difference is huge. How much space is there in this thing to play with? There are 21 buildable tons here. The Thunderbolt is 5 tons heavier, so probably has more play range. Also, some of my mechs are just missing now? I'm assuming that's just a display issue. Okay, there we go. Got a little worried for a second there. This guy has 26 tons and all the extra armor. Yeah, okay, let's just outfit this guy to be a little bit of a close-range fighter as well. So, if he's going to be a close-range fighter, he probably needs to be able to jump. I've definitely been skimping on mobility with a lot of my mechs, and I'm feeling that. I would like that to not be true of this one. So, we have missile pods and lasers. Well, I don't actually have the best SRM-6s right now. Like, if we did that... Ammo bays are 100 each. We're firing 12 per shot, so I'd like at least 2 ammo bays. Let's say we put them in the legs, because this thing's legs are really heavily armored. Or DFA damage does 80 to each side. So actually, we could put the ammo in the legs and still even have the ability to go for DFAs if we wanted to. And then we go with like a large laser and then some mediums, a couple of mediums. Because the large laser is effective at close range. So we definitely want to heat sink a little bit here. Oh, I need to talk about... we need to think about where we want to put the injury resist cockpits as well. Well, let's put this on like this. So let's go heat sinks. Maybe like 2 medium lasers. How good is the melee? 80 damage with 65 stability. If it's going to be running up on dudes, it might throw some punches, so support weapons might be worth going after instead. No, let's not worry too much about that. We just do like 2 more heat sinks. And I'm not going to put a cockpit mod in it because I don't know for sure that we can spare one of these. These might go into the A squad. Alright, so that is 30 more heat on an Alpha Strike than it's actually bleeding off, but an occasional punch turn or something with this many heat sinks will give it the ability to reset pretty easily. Yeah, I don't hate that build. We can try that for now.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Okay, so the Grasshopper has a missile launcher in its head. You're running our comm system. You have your battle computer, of course. The Jaeger mech doesn't need the injury cockpit so much. In fact, the Jaeger mech should probably have the battle computer or the comm system. Hold on. Yeah, let's swap those. So I'm going to pull the comm system out of here. And we want to put the one of the injury cockpits in here, because this thing is always at point-blank range with people. It gets shot a lot.
Log and note.
The Jaeger mech is almost never going to be left behind. It's just far too useful. So it's a fine place to put that comm system with the extra morale gain. And then, while we're in here, do we want to mess with this at all? We didn't really have a ton of great missile launchers when we built this, if I remember correctly. So, like, do we want to maybe consider changing anything up? I don't really want to cut a plus damage missile launcher. Like, as much as I appreciate the extra stability and the extra crit and stuff, damage is really still the most important thing. We could take out the AC-2. Let's see here, we're paying 7 tons for this thing, including the ammo bin. What does a 7-ton missile launcher look like? Because we actually still do have a missile point. That's a 5, that's a 7. So we're mounting 360 missiles, right? We're currently firing 45 per volley. If anything, we're too low on missiles right now, so I wouldn't want to install a 15. It would be... I would cut the AC2 for a 10 plus another, maybe 2 missile bays. That's not bad. It is a damage... It's a straight-up damage gain. And it does more stability damage. Is the heat an issue? It could be like heat plus missile bay plus a heat sink, because we're not that far off of being heat neutral. Yeah, so what if I did like... Put in the LRM-10, take out the autocannon. Put in another LRM bay. A single heatsink doesn't feel like it's going to make a huge difference, but, you know, every little bit counts. So we're plus 19 on a full volley. Honestly, that's not that bad. Firing 55 missiles per volley, which means we're still not at a full 10 volleys. I guess part of the value of the autocannon is that it's extremely ammo efficient. It also generates so much less heat. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep it like it is for now. If we pick up some more impressive missile launchers, we might still change it. We do want that comm system in there, though. Okay, that's enough stuff to keep Yang busy while we're in flight.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Let's rebalance that so the important tasks are at the beginning. I do not think we're going to need this hatchet man. Sorry, we probably want this Thunderbolt after the quick changes. And then we still have an injury cockpit left over. Which I guess would go in here, but I'll let the current build on that finish, and then we'll put the injury cockpit in. Okay. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Let us continue flight. We have a flashpoint to get to. So we're getting pretty close to being done with the Argo, right? I actually think we might not build all of the morale bonus buildings right away. We'll build up to 50, but I think we want to keep 1 or 2 Argo upgrades in reserve for toward the end of the campaign, because we don't want to suddenly lose morale to like an event or a couple of bad events and end up finishing the game without our morale maxed out, because having your morale maxed out at the end is worth a score bonus. So let's see what's left after the repair scaffolding. We definitely have at least one tech point upgrade to grab, I think. And then after that, it might actually just be morale stuff, right? Or did we get level 3 of the med bay? We might not have gotten level 3 of the med bay yet either. We are absolutely, though. Like, we are in a place where we could be done upgrading the Argo and have 700 days left.
That work order is complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
First of all, store... Oh, no, wait, the system's abandoned, right. So, I guess I don't really need to do anything else before the flashpoint. We could wait 2 days so that this Thunderbolt's available, just in case we need it for the consecutive drops. I don't think it'll be necessary. We have the Trebuchet and the Griffin and these 3. If we end up needing more than 9 mechs for this mission, then that's probably on me. It's probably an error that I'm making. Alright, yeah, let's go. Morgan Kell. The Morgan Kell. Oh, wow. I'm starstruck. I have no idea if this is like a real character from the lore or anything. You're here. Good. I was wondering if you'd accept my invitation. But we aren't in the habit of snubbing legendary mech warriors, Cal. Darius, can you please not weaken my bargaining position by making it clear that you're a fan? Alright, hold on. Who the hell is this guy? Oh dear, that's a lot of text. Alright, Morgan Cal first rose to prominence in 3004 when he, his cousin Arthur Louvain, and Katrina Steiner were forced into the periphery by Archon Alessandro Steiner. Masquerading as pirates under the banner of the Red Corsair, they eventually made their way back into the Inner Sphere and overthrew the Archon. After Arthur Louvain's death, Morgan Kell and his brother Patrick founded the Kellhounds mercenary unit. While initially dismissed by the greater mercenary community, the Kellhounds rapidly rose to become one of the preeminent mercenary commands in the Inner Sphere. In 3016, Morgan Kell engaged Yorinaga Kurita, commander of the Second Sword of Light, in single combat. It was a move designed to save the lives of Kell's unit, and it succeeded. Kurita was unable to kill Kell, and the duel ended in a stalemate. Afterward, Kell disbanded the majority of the Kellhounds, put the remainder under the control of his brother Patrick, and retired to a life of self-imposed exile at the St. Marinus House Monastery on Zariah, where he remains to this day. Are we on Zariah? That doesn't sound right. Oh, that's Zanaya. I will confess to some surprise at finding you here. The last I heard, you were living in exile at the St. Marinus House Monastery on Zanaya. Oh, Darius just read the blurb as well. You heard right. Left to my own devices, it's where I'd be right now. And yet, here we all are, orbiting a lifeless hunk of rock in the periphery. Here to tell us why? A few months ago, I received a message from a woman I knew in a different life. My first love, Tempest. Turns out, I've got a daughter by her, Megan. I never even knew the kid existed, but she's got my eyes. And she and her mom are in serious trouble. Now, if you knew anything about Tempest, you'd know how rare it is for her to put out a distress call. She's one of the most genuinely dangerous women I've ever known. That's saying a lot. To hear her ask for my help set off alarm bells that I couldn't ignore. Okay, what kind of trouble are they in? I mean, this seems like a personal thing, but he is paying, so. The life-threatening kind. Some mercenary outfit, the Beasts of Balawat, has been chasing them across the periphery, shouting them all the way here to Viribium. I guess Tempest figured that a dead planet would be as good a place to hide as any. She and Megan and a handful of bodyguards have been hiding out here waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Well, we are one of the finest cavalries you could purchase. The airless world of Viribium was a critical military base defending Liao's border from the Free Worlds League. The League seized the base in the Second Succession War and then abandoned it, detonating nuclear devices inside before leaving. Oh, cool! That's us, I take it. Yeah, that's you. When I smuggled myself away from Zanaya, I convinced my brother Patrick to loan me a lance of Kellhounds for the trip, so I can support you, but only as a last resort. If the galaxy at large learned that I'd left the monastery, things could get messy. Why? Okay, hold on. I think we maybe missed something in his bio. Why would that be the case? Patrick Kell took over Morgan's role as CEO of the Kellhounds, dissolving 2/3 of the company. Finding himself in command of a demoralized and shaken company, Patrick has devoted himself to helping the remaining Kellhounds overcome their feelings of loss and betrayal at his brother's sudden departure. Okay, this dude is either, like, the subject of several novels, or a serious self-insert character. Okay, so tell me, is there anything, like, anything particularly interesting I need to know about these guys? Continue to grow and prosper until 3016 with that big duel. Fight ended in a draw after an improbable series of events prevented Kurita from targeting Kell's mech. Remnants of the Kellhounds live on under... Okay, so no, not actually any useful information in here. Alright, well, what is the extraction plan? What are we doing? Tempest and her bodyguard have identified a functional starport not far from their current location. While the structure has been lying dormant for God knows how long, it still has functional life support and guidance systems. If they can reach it, we should be able to safely extract them from the planet's surface. But there's a complication that you're going to have to deal with first. Well, as long as I can deal with it by blowing it up, you got a deal. I've spent the past few days doing scanning sweeps of the planet's surface. I picked up a Beasts of Balawat lance near the convoy's position, and their comm chatter suggests they're packing a modified Stalker. It's a missile boat, a walking LRM platform with enough long-range firepower to wipe out the entire convoy. We can't risk moving Tempest and Megan while that thing is on the field. I need you to drop your lance, eliminate the Stalker, and then get the convoy to its destination. And you and your Kellhounds will just be sitting on your asses in orbit while we do all of this. That's right. I half suspect this entire situation is a setup, and someone is targeting Tempest and Megan to get to me. This dude... Alright. Listen, he's a legendary mech warrior or whatever. I guess maybe some self-obsession is warranted, but also, this dude kinda sucks. If that's true and I drop in person, I could be signing their death warrants. Bait loses its value after the trap has been sprung. You get me Tempest and Megan, and then we'll figure out what to do with the Beasts of Balawat. When this whole episode has been put to bed, I'll return to Zanaya and you'll walk away a whole lot wealthier. Yeah, man, alright. I'm giving you crap about sitting in the ship, but I guess that's, like, That's what the client does. He sits in the ship while I go do all the work. That's why I get paid. Go take out that stalker and get my family back for me. I'll be waiting. Yo, they're not your family, though. Like, I get what he's saying, like, biologically, but if you just learned that kid existed and you haven't spoken to the mother in, like, a decade or two, they're not your family. Those are some people that you have a biological connection to. Alright, well, let's get down there and do it. 3.5 skulls. This could be tough. Who knows? Alright, at 3.5 skulls, we're talking about this mech, right? The stalker. We probably want to go 210 and cheap out on the money here so that we could take the stalker home. At least have the best possible chance of taking the stalker home. This will be a little bit like what we did with the Cyclops. We definitely want to go the A-ist team on this one. So Centurion in on the Grasshopper, maybe? Let's see, it's definitely Centurion, and like Reckless stays at a distance with the breaching shot. We got Ricochet with his breaching shot, and then who is Saber? Yeah, Saber. Okay, so the question here really is which mech does Saber pilot and which one does Centurion pilot? Because we could swap them. I probably don't want anybody without... Oh, I guess we're in a lunar biome. Maybe the Bulwark is not actually going to be useful. Also, man, we got a lot of people with Bulwark. Yeah, the Bulwark might not be super relevant, actually. Is there a version of this where I let Ricochet ride one of the upfront mechs, then? If we're thinking that Bulwark might not be useful. Sure footing certainly could be. We could swap him and Saber, maybe? I certainly wouldn't want the Jaeger mech not to have multi-target. So Centurion doesn't end up in it, that's for sure. Yeah, let's try it this way. Maybe we even swap... No, Reckless doesn't have Bulwark or Sure Footing. She should probably not be in a frontline mech. Yeah, okay. I think I'm comfortable with that. We need to train up some more pilots, probably. More people with Sure Footing would be nice. Although, I will say that we, I guess, have not actually seen a lot of mechanical benefit from extra points of evasion. Evasion has not worked super well for us in the recent past. So we just gotta knock out this Stalker and then we can leave. This might be very much like what we did with the Cyclops, where we just take out the big mech in the cleanest possible way and then bail to avoid getting a bunch of garbage in the loot pool. Give us the best chance of being able to rebuild the thing. I'm surprised at how many mechs I still don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Stalker before. Alright. It's designed to obliterate targets from range, but it'll be vulnerable in close quarters. I'd advise you to get up in its face and engage with short-range weaponry. Need to extract as quickly as possible, so watch your armor. There won't be time to refit your mechs between missions. Yep. Don't worry, Kel. We'll do the thing you paid us to do because you paid us to do it. Which is kind of how I do. Alright, so... we expect their real units to be over here, the reinforcements to be over there, and this thing to be raining missiles on me from the moment I become visible to any enemy. Seems like the thing to do might be to try to charge these guys, get this between me and the reinforcements so we don't have to worry about any long-range fire from them. Although, obviously, LRMs are not avoidable. And then we can have somebody jump over and gut that thing. Or we could try to just run up the middle. My concern there is that we might get hammered from both sides. Thing's far enough away, and we don't really have a way of sneaking up on it. Yeah, let's start by going this way.
Affirmative.
Confirmed.
Got a 65-ton reading over here.
On my way.
We might not be able to get away with the thing we pulled off against the Cyclops. We may have to actually fight. Just, you know, to keep ourselves in one piece.
Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Part of the problem is I have no idea where the evac zone is going to be, so I don't know how safe it is to just run at this thing. Because if we end up killing it, and then the evac zone is like over here or something, we have to end up fighting through them anyway. It'd be not ideal, but I guess let's just run fast. I guess what we should do is reserve. Let's let the enemies move first.
Time to earn our pay.
Make them commit. Alright, so that's a full lance. 55, 55, 65, and 65. We might not be able to... We might have to actually fight this just to be able to survive. Well, we can get 2 pieces of Stalker. Let's go all the way down to 1. I'm going to let this last one come forward. Okay. So they're not in great shape.
I'm here.
And we pretty much have to decide right now. Are we going to actually go for this or not? I'm going to try to go around them.
Acknowledged.
Wolverine with an AC5. That's okay. That thing maybe has to take some hits, though.
Yes, boss? Good to go.
All of our pilots have the bonus sprint length, but I'm a little concerned about how slow some of the actual mechs are. Yeah, because we could really go for it. The Cyclops and the Jaeger-mech don't have any jump jets, though. They won't be able to get over the hill. Well, you know what? That slope is gentle enough. They could run up there. But yeah, we're going to have to fight at least a little bit.
Consider me there.
Let's see about weakening a couple of these guys. It doesn't really matter which arm I take off, right? It's just they're the same. Yeah. Alright, do I actually want to fire everything? There's a chance that I just gut this thing if I hit, right? Whatever, it's... We have consecutive deployments and stuff. It's better to be too safe and not get the full Stalker than it is to screw around here and end up too damaged to take my A-team into the next mission. He's down to a single AC5, AC2 and a medium laser.
Roger that.
Alright, Saber. I guess this Thunderbolt is the next most dangerous target. Unfortunately, I can't really aim at it. So you're just going to have to try to hit a lot of the weapon systems without killing it. Just knocking it down would be good, too. Alright, Cyclops only has 800 armor, which is not a ton for the size of mech we're dealing with here. But I do want to be a little bit careful. Okay, well, we crit a couple of his weapons.
Critical damage detected.
That'll probably help. I was hoping to knock an arm off or something.
I'm receiving you.
Yeah, I kind of want to just have the Grasshopper sprint hard for the Stalker. What's the Grasshopper's back armor like? Not super good, so I'm a little worried about the reinforcements. Because they'll definitely have vision of her up here. But the range is going to be such that, yeah, this is probably fine. Let's try to keep my side armor to both of them. Please get a reading. 85. Alright, Stalker is a pretty good mech, whatever it is.
Acknowledged.
That is a Griffin with a PPC on it. Can we fix that? Can we make it so it does not have a PPC on it?
Locking in all weapon systems.
Okay.
Critical hit, Commander. Standing by.
Alright, so who... I mean, the next thing we want to do, right, is hit this guy while he's down and try to shred his
Moving
weapons. Where's that large laser? It is in the right arm, because of course it is. There's also a bunch of heat sinks and stuff in here. Is firing everything... Is this too much? He has coolant vents, so we don't have to worry about the heat too much. I don't super want to kill this thing, but also maybe we need to kill at least one or two of them. Okay, well,
Target's taking a critical hit.
I managed to remove all of his weapon systems without killing him, so that's something. Grasshopper can definitely endure a little bit of fire. So who's the next most dangerous? Probably still this guy. Yeah, you have no weapons and you have no weapons. You have an AC-5 and an SRM-6. I guess it's you, actually. Where's your stuff? AC-5's in the right arm. Okay, we can get a nice right shot here. A little too close, it looks like, for the LRMs. Well, let's turn off the 15s.
Engaging target.
Ah, hit the leg with the PPC.
Systems holding.
Alright, so a fair number of LRMs on the reinforcement squad, it looks like.
I've been sensor locked.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well that was the Stalker.
Armor blow through. Internal damage.
Alright, 62 structure left in that leg. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him. I can't take 80 points of melee
Let's
damage
fire you.
multiple times.
Show 'em what you got.
Alright, so I get down to here. That is 3 LRM-20s, and that guy also is very heavily armored. Holy crap. Alright, hold on. Centurion goes last.
Receiving you. Ready for orders.
Need the Jaeger mech to try to get away from shootable positions as much as possible. I can't stop them from bombarding me with LRMs, but I can try to make it hard for them to hit me with anything else. What I really need to do is move to a position where I can, like, face them a little bit more and take it in the front. Yeah, we're just gonna have to kill these guys. I can't... We've done some good stuff here, softening them up and removing their weapons, but I just can't fight them all while keeping my mech safe. Alright, let's continue to try to get rid of this guy's weapons. Okay, really, really good.
Solid connection on that one.
Yeah, we're not going to get this whole Stalker, probably. Alright, this is why I wanted to move the Grasshopper last, because I want it to be available as a target for as long as possible.
Yes, Commander.
But I also, like, it definitely has to move before that guy does. Okay, so let's try to put this guy in a position where he looks available to all of the enemies from all sides.
Roger that.
Would really like it if people would focus on him a little bit more, and then you're the next largest threat. Okay, I'll move again on 2. He's really easy to kill is the thing. This might be a multi-target like that. We just put one of the SRM pods into this guy. We give that guy everything else.
Firing.
Okay, pretty good start. Yeah, let's just kill him. Let's play it a little safer.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Alright, the Stalker's going to move on too, so if we want to do this, we got to do it now, but I'm going to keep you up here, I think? Nah, he'll still be visible here. I'm going to make sure that my front is turned toward the reinforcements as much as possible. Alright, let's go for this guy's head.
Confirmed.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Alright, it has 11 head health left. That was pretty good. I feel fairly confident we will get it on the next one of those.
They've got a lock on me.
We actually could throw a punch with the Cyclops. Something we usually get to do. This guy's about to get back up. He does still have weapons. But I can only fire one thing without overheating. I can fire all the missile pods. Yeah, let's just try to junk him.
Engaging target.
Nah, not quite.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
So if we are going to end up with all these extra mech parts in the pool, we want to destroy their center torsos so that there's not a lot of extra salvage around. A lot of their weapons are still going to end up in the pool, which is going to make it tough for us, but we can't really do anything about that. Okay, good. Thunderbolt's going to take some hits here, which is fine. Is the Stalker overheated, maybe? Can't imagine why it would only fire that many missiles. Oh, that wasn't the Stalker. Hey, Jägermech is in terrible shape. Oh, that wasn't the Stalker. Wow. Okay. So the Jägermech's not going to be on the next mission then.
I took a critical hit. I can't hold it. I'm gonna need.
So they have at least one or two LRM-20s in the other squad, in addition to
Standing by.
what the Stalker has. This mission sucks. I'm glad we were able to do so much damage so quickly to these guys. So the knockdown, the Jägermech doesn't move till 2. The Jägermech's not going to survive this, is it? Okay, we gotta make it at least feasible that the Jägermech could survive. How do I do that? You have 28 health left. If we can shoot you from this arc... Okay, yeah, the best thing we can do is shoot from this arc. You don't have any weapons, and you're probably too far away to melee? Maybe too far away to melee. You're definitely close enough. But you also have a ton of health left. I can't fire everything without overheating. Oh, I only get to fire one weapon. This is 24 heat. These are 12 each. So we turn off the AC-10, and we go to this guy with both of the missile pods. This should be enough. It should be more than enough.
Affirmative.
Okay. I wanted to be certain. Well, as close to certain as you can get, right? And then, unfortunately, they just have 2 mechs over here that get to... Okay. That's not great.
Armor breach. Eternal damage.
Commander?
Okay, so we want to run right up on it.
All right.
Give it everything I am allowed to give it. What do I have to turn off? Medium lasers for sure. Okay. Any non-machine gun hit to the head is lethal.
Affirmative.
I saw one. Okay, cool. Proceed to the LZ. So where is that going to be? Okay, it's over there in the middle of the reinforcement mechs. Of course it
They've got
is.
a lock on me.
Oh boy.
I've been center locked.
That's fine. That's not a big deal.
Orders?
Okay, so now the Jaegermech at least gets to not be easily targetable by everything. Shit. So the only way the Jaegermech survives is if we quickly get rid of these two mechs so that nobody can see it, and then it takes kind of a long way around the outside of the rest of the fight. Hit chances are remarkably good at this range. I think what I have to do here is, like...
My mech is limping.
Yeah, you are all torn up, buddy. Let's just fire a couple of weapons at this guy. Gonna do 25 center. I'd really love to not have to aim, but we probably have to aim just to, like... Alright. 46%. So... Yeah, like this maybe? The autocannon by itself will do the job, but our aim is all screwed up because we were knocked down. You can see there's a modifier for stood up. And that's also why our precision strike is all screwy, so in case the autocannon doesn't hit center, we need to make sure we're putting as much into it as possible. Okay, we're good. Alright.
Hostile eliminated.
So unfortunately... Oh, good. I'm gonna shoot some of their LRMs at the Grasshopper. Now the Cyclops gets to move, and maybe we can make this kill happen? It won't let me move and punch. That sucks. Well, we certainly can't kill him by punching him in this side. Unless I get lucky and he goes center torso. No, this is all we have.
Engaging physical attack.
It does frustrate me. Yep.
Wounded.
It does frustrate me quite a bit
Them
that
down.
you have way more control over what part of an enemy mech you punch if it's far away from you than you do if it's close to you.
Receiving you. Receiving you.
Oh, that hit... All of the ammo bays that still had ammo in them were in that side. The ammo bays on this side are all empty. Okay, well...
Waiting for orders.
So we need to use the Thunderbolt to break this guy's torso.
Got it.
Alright, so they no longer have vision of the Jaeger.
Hostile removed.
In fact, they no longer have vision of us at all.
Lock on me.
I'm here.
That being the case, maybe we just want to reserve for a second here?
Waiting for the right move.
I'm just going to reserve down to 1, so they don't get to attack anymore this turn. I mean, they get the sensor lock, right? They have a sensor lock. Okay. Not too bad. I got to make sure they don't get behind me, but we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. This mission is way harder than 3.5 skulls. That is a ridiculous rating.
My internals are taking a beating.
Okay, left side cannot face enemies anymore at all.
Moving at full throttle.
We're gonna have to kill everything.
Good to go.
We can't just leave. So they have a Jaegermech. They have a catapult. Jesus Christ. Boy, if you went after this mission with a squad that could usually do 3.5s, you would have no chance. We're only able to do this because we are way over level. Or way over, you know what I mean.
Standing by.
We're way overbuilt. This is ridiculous. So we probably want to take down the PPCs on that catapult. I can't get a front arc shot on it. Alright, we'll go through the side, I guess. It seems like maybe all of the flashpoints are somewhere between a half skull and a full skull too low in their ratings. I think that's what we're learning here. Let's make this a targeted shot, see if we can avoid having to punch through the arm. Just skip it entirely.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Waiting for orders.
I don't want to be as far back as I can safely be while still being able to shoot that guy.
Confirmed.
So he has low enough structure remaining in that location that the autocannon would knock his whole side off. Okay, awesome. Good start.
Reporting critical hit.
I may not
Yes,
move
Commander.
Centurion for a minute here. Hold on. So you probably have to take a turn off of moving or firing anyway. Your left side has to be inaccessible to the enemies.
Move auto received.
Yeah, we just need a brace and
Commander?
chill turn for you. You can put a little bit of damage onto something. Wait, really? But nobody. That mech hasn't moved, and I haven't moved since the last attack. I know I can hit that because I just did from this position. Okay, it's my left side that's still strong. So we show them left. I'm just going to put a little bit more stability damage on this guy.
On it.
Standing by.
Let's see, I'll have 3 evasion if I move to right there. I definitely can't jump. Can't afford the heat. You could probably finish this thing off pretty quickly. 140, 153 health. Really wish I had enough resolve to vigilance and go for the aim shot.
Coordinates received.
Alright, so LRM 10, 30 more. Yeah, geez, his backups had 40 LRMs and 2 PPCs. This mission is like a nightmare. Alright, let's vigilance, I think. Because I'm gonna get shot a lot here. And then yeah, we probably just go at this guy with everything I can afford to fire.
Engaging target.
Hope to have a good punching turn soon. 29 center health left. Okay, we can work with that. Yeah, the Cyclops should be able to collapse that dude this turn. So 29 center health. We definitely don't want to fire the PPC, but I'm going to put all the rest of the stuff into him. We gotta... So I would need 8 missiles to hit center. Yeah, alright. Let's fire 35 missiles at it. A little worried there that we might have too many leg hits if I just fired the 20. The odds of that happening were very low with both of the pods going at it. Okay, we're close, we're close.
I'm here.
So... we are a single tile out of melee range. That sucks. The quick draw is going to try to save heat, probably. I think this guy's the next most dangerous enemy. If I can get into his side arc, his right side arc, maybe take that large laser off of him. Be pretty careful about it, though. And the value of getting into the arc here is that I get to Vigilance and not have to Precision Strike, although I do get to also Precision Strike. No, I do not. Never mind. It is too hot for Precision Strikes on the moon. Let that be a lesson to us all. Maybe I just brace. This is going to be so little damage, and it's to the wrong side of him. It's to the side that everybody else can't fire at. Yeah. So I didn't need the Vigilance. Well, whatever. Really? You have vision of the Jägermech from there? Huh. Alright, well, it has to move even further back then. Yeah, I guess that's not close,
damage,
but
Commander.
close enough.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, so the Jägermech has to run all the way back. Can't sprint, doesn't have a leg. Alright, we can break line of sight.
Coordinates received. Commander. On the move.
Keep the left side turned away as much as possible. Can we just go through the center here? We could go for the headshot. You know, this thing has shown a propensity for removing enemy heads. Didn't quite get there. In fact,
Target's taken a critical hit.
the autocannon managed to hit a leg when I was aiming for the head. So Ricochet doesn't quite have the same connection to this thing that Rocket does. Okay.
I'm showing minor damage.
Man, yeah. They want you to be able to do a consecutive deployment off of this. If you bring a squad that's normally capable of 3.5 skulls, like, good luck, man. I think I care more about this guy. No, I don't. I care about this one. Alright, we can fire the missiles, get some... Well, shoot, I should have reserved. Just firing the missiles and getting stability damage on him doesn't do anything. Well, we could do this instead. No, that's definitely wrong. We definitely fire the missiles. Yeah, I guess let's just go for this guy's center torso.
Engaging target.
Because stability damage on this guy is going to be irrelevant, because he's going to walk it off.
Standing by.
Alright, Centurion definitely needs to keep moving up on dudes. This guy still has all of his weapon systems. He needs to take 103 center damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna really go for it here.
Roger. Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Alright, and that is their only connection to the Jägermech. They are no longer anywhere near able to kill my Jägermech. Or even damage it.
Moving to position.
Alright, try again.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Oh, he got it. Oh, that's very good. And it's bad in the sense that it puts a bunch of loot in the pool that I don't want. But at this point, I am so far from thinking about that stalker and like way more concerned about the fact that my mercenary company is going to die.
Affirmative.
At least the Grasshopper's in good shape for the next one.
Engaging target.
Good to go. Commander?
I hate this ace pilot backup dance that he's doing. This is very annoying.
I'm there.
I think we just brace this turn. Like, I can't shoot any reasonable number of weapons at him.
Let's do this. Roger.
One more time.
Roger that.
Okay, that's pretty good. We'll be able to
Good
make
to
use
go.
of that. I have no idea if he can see me or not. I don't think he can.
Moving out.
His leg is so busted up. I have to go for this. Okay, that's not where the leg is. Oh, you can't get a punch off, really? That's a real shame. I can walk one space forward while maintaining optimal LRM range. Really, I'm in his front arc now. Shoot.
Agent target.
He backed up enough that I couldn't be in that side arc anymore. Okay, Jaeger-mechs are not great punchers. That feels like desperation
Let's
to
make
me.
it happen.
Okay, finally, I get to do a little punching of my own.
Order acknowledged. Targeting for physical attack. Scored a critical hit.
Alright, so unfortunately we didn't quite finish off the center torso, but I think he's pretty much done for now.
Yes, Commander.
Scratch another target.
Jesus. Okay, that mission is insane. That is way off of the listed difficulty. Boy, I hope that's not the one that has a consecutive deployment right afterward, because that... We're in terrible shape. Alright. Let's get our 2 pieces of Stalker and go home. The Stalker is not lootable. Huh. Really? Well, that's shitty. Why is the Stalker not in the loot pool? Alright, so we got some TTSs, which are good, but I wonder if we'd be best off just completing the 2 mechs that we can complete here. That LRM-20 is okay. Those medium lasers are pretty good. There's another comm system available. I'm just going to take the 2 mechs, though. Alright, yeah, I really thought that we were making a play for a big mech there. Especially since, you know, it has worked precisely that way. Very, very, very much exactly that way in previous Flashpoints. Well, I mean, we had to go after it really quickly anyway. The move we made with the Grasshopper is correct whether or not the Stalker's lootable, because we can't have that thing just raining all those LRMs on us. The 2 volleys it did get off were already, like, absolutely punishing.
That mech is ready to... That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Okay, no, I do not have to go... Oh, no, I absolutely do have to go right into the next deployment. Well, we can't use the Thunderbolt, because the place where it keeps its autocannon ammo is all screwed up. Alright, what do we run instead here? What do we bring in? So we lost a long-range guy. We lost our good long-range guy. We could bring in the other Thunderbolt with the PPC and the large laser. This is going to be lunar, though. We can't use this thing in a lunar biome. The other Grasshopper, at least we'll have the ability to, you know, run up on people and punch them a lot. So we could do that. PPC and LRM-15, the heat efficiency on this is a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be tough. Grasshopper is about as fast as the Black Knight. Black Knight's able to use that PPC at range and has a large laser. It punches for 95 with 75 stability damage. But this thing has those flamethrowers. You know what? Maybe this is exactly the kind of time we need a flamethrower. And if we don't run the Thunderbolt, what do we run in its place? Squad's going to be very short range this mission. Could just run this other one and try to run up on dudes. Okay, we definitely need to bring in some heat management. Maybe we do like that. Razor and Hellebore come in on the Thunderbolt and the other Grasshopper. I don't love this, but we have at least a little bit of ability to fight at range with the large laser on the large laser and the PPC on this thing, plus the PPC and the missile pods on this thing. Yeah. All right. I think this is what we do. We need the coolant vent too much to keep Ricochet in. Do I want to swap these two? I probably do, right? Because you with the sensor lock should not be on the mech that has the long-range weapon. Alright. Let's go for it. Yeah, that last mission was brutal. Like, if you don't have something like a Grasshopper, I don't know how you're going to do that. So, this will be our first field test of the flamethrowers. I think they should be remarkably effective in this lunar biome. The grasshopper, which someone in the comments suggested we call the flamethrower grasshopper the Grasshotter, should be really, really effective in ugly biomes, provided we can actually get it up on people. That is not at all a thing that is guaranteed. In theory, we've already done the heavy lifting on this one, but keep your eyes open. We still don't know why the beasts of Bellowatt are chasing Kel's people. That is certainly true.
Command interface initiated.
Kel thinks it's all about him. My suspicion is he thinks everything is always all about him. Convoys hold up near this location, Commander. They're surrounded by battle mechs flying the colors of the beasts of Bellowatt. You may have taken out their fire support, but they're still in the fight. Alright, either they've got a bone to pick with you or their client does, or this is about the people themselves. You know, it could maybe not be about Morgan Kel at all.
Ah, the mercenary life. Traveling to... where are we again? Hell?
I'm there.
Hellebore is delightful, I have to say.
Moving out.
Alright, we need somebody to go around this side and deal with that vehicle over there.
Location confirmed.
Cyclops, I guess, can support either side with the LRMs.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, what are we actually looking at out here? Is there anything else in range? We got one more vehicle. 60, 60, 60. Okay. This thing only has 52 frontal... Man, had to be more than 50, huh? Well... Two medium laser shots to either of the side armors, or 3 to the front or turret. Yeah, we have to fire everything.
Affirmative.
To be reasonably sure that we'll get enough hits in one location, we have to fire everything.
Crawler destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
I copy.
Okay, SRM carrier is a little bit lighter. 2 shots to any location will do it, and there's only 3 locations we can hit. So, we can turn off some of this stuff. I'm going to keep the SRM on. We're only 75% likely to actually hit with the lasers, so if we expect a laser miss, this probably does it. And then we turn 1 more on for insurance in case of bad variants.
Engaging.
We hope. We hope this will be enough.
Good to go.
Okay, well it took every single last bit of it, but we got there.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Ready for orders.
There are 2 more, actually. 2 kills, 50%. I mean, there's not a lot of benefit in running the Thunderbolt forward right now.
Orders?
And you don't have sensor lock. You do, but it won't help.
What's up, Commander?
Okay.
Roger that. Standing...
I got a center trace.
Commander?
Can we get a lock on that thing and maybe hit it with the direct fire weaponry?
Yes, Commander. Move
Okay.
order received.
Kind of have a shot. We sort of have a shot. Okay. If both of these things hit, we're very likely to get a kill. No, actually, they both have to hit the same location, or the PPC has to hit not the frontal armor. Oh, that's right. And precision striking to aim at vehicle parts is all screwed up, isn't it? Alright, let's try it here. Okay, PPC hit the side armor.
Report one less vehicle.
Mech warriors, show 'em what you got.
Alright, so we should be able to finish this off here.
Roger.
Obviously, we're not going to enter the rally zone until we have rested off all of our heat.
Copy that, Commander.
Okay, a little bit of good luck on our side there.
Vehicle down.
So everybody gets up front,
Yes,
but
Commander.
nobody steps in the zone until everybody's heat is zeroed out. Are they cool with us just running through there? Yeah, we're definitely destroying part of that spaceport. I guess they don't own the spaceport. They probably don't care.
Confirmed. Holding and cooling.
Position confirmed.
Position confirmed. All right, but I'm ready to go.
I will
Roger
tell
that.
you when you are ready to go.
Consider it done.
Okay, now I think we're
Yeah?
good, right?
What can I do you for?
Yep, heat's all zeroed out. Okay.
Move order received.
Coordinates received.
I'm actually going to have this thing run up ahead. Alright, the convoy spawns in front of us, not behind us, which really sucks. Convoy's moving out, Commander. Can't get the pilot to talk over the comms, though. I've been hailing him since I set you down at the drop zone, and it's nothing but radio silence on their part. Morgan Kell is lying to us about something. Yeah. Either way, they're rolling toward the extraction point. It won't matter why they aren't answering their comms if the beasts blow them to scrap. Agreed. Proceed with the plan. I'll have a medical team standing by on the dropship, just in case. Oh yeah, it's a medical problem that's preventing them from answering their hails.
Commander? Waiting for order.
Okay, so Morgan Kell's lying to us about something. The question is why? Because we're a mercenary company. You just pay us to do the job, and we do the job. That's how it
On my
works.
way.
Okay, that's just a striker. It is a striker with full health, though. Full armor. Alright, well, let's try it. Let's try just dead centering it. Have to get 93 damage on him? We'll see. Okay, maybe there isn't actually an issue with aiming on vehicles. It sure seemed like there was.
I'm here.
Maybe everything's fine.
Quick step in it.
Good to
You need
go.
the grasshopper to be a little closer. I guess we can hold off on the other two, though. I will say I like their little mercenary logo. It looks more like a rat than a hound to me, but
Something I can do?
nice. It's a good one. Alright, well, the Cyclops gets to do something here. That is a Thunderbolt 5S with the standard loadout and the standard 1000 armor. Where's its most dangerous weapon? What do we think? The large laser, maybe, I care about? Alright. Let's see how much damage we can do here.
Engaging target.
that thing's only 35 tons. They got some lighter vehicles this time, which I really appreciate.
Basta na.
These slower APCs just have... Nope, they're the same as this one, just slower. Oh, they might have more armor.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's get rid of these vehicles real fast. I should be able to kill a striker. Yeah, maybe I was just... Maybe we got a weird string of variants and I just imagined the issue.
Standing by.
Human brain is really, really bad at dealing with randomness.
On my way.
Alright, so that's a demolisher. We need to take that relatively seriously. Be a good time for a coolant vent because we are firing all of the weapons.
Got it.
142 side health. Okay.
Vehicle trashed.
Yeah?
We might actually manage to keep all of the convoy units alive. It's at least a possibility.
Location confirmed.
Let's see here. He's moving on one. I'm firing into the side arc. Shoot. Well, just give him whatever you can give him.
Taking the shot.
Okay, lucky headshot.
Engaging target.
We're going to save our resolve for next round. Okay, got a nice ammo explosion in the arm, which, I mean, only knocked off weapons I don't care about. Oh, I just realized the fast animations are on. Okay, I'll fix that before the next session. Obviously, I was playing with them on this weekend. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. And that may well be the last volley he gets. Well, he really managed to drop a lot of stability damage. Alright, so I don't think this is the last mission in the Flashpoint.
Come on, people.
Because the
Let's make it happen.
Flashpoint length was listed as medium, not short.
Receiving you.
And I think the previous Flashpoint on which we got a short rating had 2 missions in it. So this has to be more than that. Alright, let's turn off some lasers. Flamethrowers don't generate any heat on me, right? Yeah, cool. This is going to be enough heat that it's going to do some serious work.
Acknowledged.
You know, I think I turned his mech off, actually. I think that is a shutdown amount of heat. I mean, it doesn't look like he turned off, but that sure looks full. Well, in any case, we got some extra structural damage out of it. Yeah, not a ton, but it's something. And he won't really be able to fire this turn.
Roger. Enemy eliminated.
Okay, enough lucky headshots that we damaged the pilot out. I'm not going to say for sure that the flamethrowers were instrumental there, but they feel instrumental. What if that guy had not been uncomfortably warm in those last moments? Maybe he would have dodged. You know, nobody can ever say for sure. This feels like a, it feels like the shoe is about to drop, right? We're going to finish this mission, and then we're going to get the actual story, and then we're probably going to have to do at least one more. Obviously, that'll be next episode. what would Morgan Kell have to lie to us about? Like, what would have kept me from just taking the job?
Aye, aye.
Well, with, you know, being paid to murder people being kind of my whole deal.
On the move.
Okay, multiple enemy mechs on the battlefield. That's why we're continuing to move up. This is pretty standard, right? First convoy unit hits the LZ and you get a drop. 60, 65, and something. Camera doesn't want to be cooperative right now. Okay, 65, 60, 65.
Yes, Commander.
I'm hoping for damaged armor.
Acknowledged.
Nope, these things are at full health. They are also very dangerous. These are some very dangerous enemies. Alright, I think I'm gonna Vigilance. And then we'll take it easy here. I will not fire one of my weapons. Actually, I'm gonna go for a headshot too. Let's see if we can do a little bit of damage here.
Locking on target.
Okay, there's a couple of head hits in there.
I'm receiving you.
Everybody else just kind of wants to stay behind
Yes,
him.
Commander.
No unobstructed shots available. Well, his head health is now low enough that if either of these weapons hit the head, they would be lethal. So I'm going to go for it.
Locked on.
I'm going to get 2 shots. Okay, one of them just hard missed. That does not help with our odds. You can reserve. Let's let them come all the way forward here.
Standing by.
Unfortunately, no aim shot for us.
All weapons committed.
Man, it is so much harder to knock enemies over without the Jaeger mech.
Aye.
So apparently that vigilance was unnecessary because they had no intention of ever shooting at me in the first place. Weird. Well, we may as well finish it off.
Ready for orders.
Can't quite get into flamethrower range. These guys have no heat on them, so the flamethrowers wouldn't actually be very good anyway. Yeah, that thing where they very carefully, strategically did not shoot any weapons at me kind of caught me off guard.
Copy that.
Alright, we're going to try one more time to get this Thunderbolt's head off. Really, even with the coolant vent, man, fighting in an area with no atmosphere sucks.
Affirmative.
Oh, I saw one laser shot to the head. I didn't get the second one.
Commander?
Alright, well, he's low enough that he should be very easy to kill. If we can just get one lucky shot off.
Affirmative.
I think the odds of the headshot are pretty low, but fire enough guns at him, it'll happen eventually. Probably. Also, we could just kill him the old-fashioned way. His center torso is starting to show, and he does have ammo in there.
Taking the shot.
Really trying my hardest to get a knockdown here. Not cooperating. Oh, he has a flamethrower. I really don't think one flamethrower is a good idea. be perfectly honest, I'm not sure 6 flamethrowers is a good idea, but I certainly wouldn't do it with fewer than that.
Engaging target.
Oh, that bar's not quite full. We almost got the knockdown.
Critical damage detected.
Hey, one of them finally did something that generated heat.
Pretty good.
Ooh, that...
Commander, I'm
Okay.
hit.
I thought that flame might actually push us up to our threshold. Well... Really, I can't quite get to the quick draw with my melee.
Standing by.
Well, that sucks. We probably... Yeah, okay. I can get a punch from the frontal arc here. I think this is the play.
Coordinates received.
On. There we
What
go.
you got?
Machine guns into that exposed ammo bin. It's like pretty much guaranteed to work.
You got it.
Alright, who do we want to work out next? Who's the next most dangerous? Honestly, they're both annoying. I guess it's him, because the PVC is not really useful at this range anyway. Okay.
Good to go.
Yeah, I do think it's a little silly that I don't have punching range on that guy. He's like 3 feet away, but I guess this is what we're going to have to take. Do I want to hit him from the side? I probably don't, right? No, not really.
Moving to position. Putting my weight into it.
Well, turns out I hit that arm anyway. Okay, that was enough. That was enough fire to put him critical.
What's the flank?
He had to take that shot easy because of all of his heat, which may have saved us some structure damage there.
Engaging target.
Unfortunately, we may still see a punch through. Oh, weird. Why would you go for the front shot instead of the back shot?
That could have been worse.
Hmm.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, that's really strange.
For orders.
Alright, we should be able to shut this thing down with the flamethrower now.
I'm here.
Okay, that'll buy me a little bit of time. We can actually get a back shot on this guy. Do I want a back shot? I mean, we should probably try to be setting up for the kill by the whole team. So yeah, let's go through the front armor.
Order acknowledged.
Some good stability damage on him.
Scored a critical hit.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, without that, like, very, very specialized Jaeger mech, though, it's very difficult to get knockdowns.
Moving out.
These heavy mechs have a little bit more stability than the smaller ones.
Weight into it. Report critical hit.
Okay, so that guy is down and turned off. It should be really easy to kill him. Well, that doesn't seem very useful. And yeah, I think we go for a Cyclops Punch. Turns out the back armor is a little bit more commonly vulnerable than I thought. Yeah, we'll go for the back armor punch because I think we'll be able to get one from the back armor
Critical attack.
with the grasshopper as well.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh, it gets to stand up, really?
Yes, Commander.
Okay. I've never had an enemy both knocked down and turned off before, so I wasn't actually sure how that was going to work.
Copy that.
Alright, tell me this is the end. He has one structure left.
Mech destroyed.
Commander.
What's up, boss?
Alright, yeah, I guess it's just a punch from the front. We could just back up and actually shoot the weapons at him. And I only say back up because I don't want to block the block line of sight for everybody else. Do I want to go through the side? If I do want to go through the side, I don't want to go through the side we have available to us. Yeah, we just hit him with everything we can hit him with.
Locking on. My flamer is empty.
Alright, his structure's got to be all screwed up. Yep, we've done about 20 damage to the structure of every part of him through all of this heat.
Whoa! Inflicted some heavy damage.
Oh, I was about to say, really, he's going to fire weapons with the amount of heat he has on. But yeah, he does have one weapon that generates no heat. So he's been unable to actually use his weapons the way he would like for like 3 or 4 turns now. I think that's, you know, I'm not going to say that I definitely should attach more flamethrowers to more mechs or anything, but I think that's a reasonable outcome to have hoped for.
I'm receiving you.
Are we all just going to gather around this dude and punch the hell out of him? Yeah, I think so. Heat levels are too high to do anything else.
Targeting for physical attack.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, I can't punch from anywhere else? Okay, you definitely just back up then.
Roger. Roger that. Target confirmed. Target down.
We got the ammo explosion, but we certainly didn't need it. Alright, Darius is giving me the green light. We have the convoy, but they aren't answering their comms, and we can't get anyone to open the doors. You know what? I just assumed this was Morgan Kell. It could be that they got whoever this is that we're fighting against has faked the whole thing, that Tempest was never in trouble. I don't know. This is probably not Kell's fault. I just don't like him is all, so I was ready to blame him very quickly. Alright, we'll all find out once we cut the doors open. Get the hell out of there. We'll regroup in orbit. Kell out.
Mission
I mean,
successful.
who would volunteer to be the guy who drives the convoy? Because Kell's going to gut them, right? If it is in fact the case that Kell was not screwing with us, but that somebody was screwing with Kell, when he gets those convoy doors open, every one of those dudes is dead. And probably like in pretty unfun ways. Even death relative. Those are going to be crummy. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Centurion also took a hit. And should we pull the, an even better flamethrower. Should we pull the missile launcher out of the grasshopper and replace it with a, what do you call it? A damage threshold cockpit? Maybe, because the grasshopper's always right up on top of people, but that missile launcher really helps with the stability, because sometimes we can't get into punching position, and we're really good at generating a ton of stability damage with the mechs that weren't present on this mission. And then having something that can just give them a little final push to knock them over is actually pretty valuable. So we have some pretty good SRM 6 pods available here. We have a bunch of mech salvage that we actually don't need. That autocannon's not bad. I think I'm going to take the SRM 6 pods. These are very good. Okay, we got the AC-20 and the LRM-10 anyway. This is a pretty good haul, actually. And I'm actually happy to see that we got none of the mech salvage. Still pretty bummed out about that striker. Alright, let's figure out what the deal is here. And hopefully, I'm assuming that there's going to be another mission. Hopefully it will not also be consecutive deployment, because I could really use a minute to patch up. It's nice, though. It's nice to have as many functional mechs and pilots as we do. Have an actual B string. Now we got to start working on our C string. Convoy was full of corpses. Everyone on it. All of Tempest's bodyguard, the drivers, everyone was dead. Tempest and Megan weren't among them, thank God. But you know what this means. Beasts of Battletech have them. That's right. And they have since before we arrived on Veribium. This whole escort mission was a trap. Good on you for surviving it. We're getting a third party calling in, Cal. Says her name is Ree, that she's in command of the Beasts of Battletech. She wants to talk to you. Ree? As in, Ilwed Ree? No, it can't be. I don't know who any of these people are. I'm a lot less impressed than I think they want me to be. Cal, I was wondering if Tempest's message would be enough to pry you away from your precious monastery. You aren't exactly the sentimental type. Looks like I owe her one. Or is it Megan I should thank? Lovely girl, by the way. You should be very proud. You were one of mine, Ree, a Kellhound. And now you're, what, kidnapping children? What the hell is all this? It's payback, Morgan. When you decided to go off on your little spiritual retreat, you shit-canned nearly 2/3 of us. We pledged our lives to you, and you cast us aside without a word of explanation. And while most of us survived your betrayal, my sister Bryn didn't. The grief swallowed her like a whirlpool, and you're to blame. Okay, you're pissed, we get it. What happens next? What do you think? A trial by combat is what happens. Bring whatever you want, and we'll finish this, lance against lance. I want to see what you're made of, Morgan. And if you've got the guts to stand against me, I absolutely promise you that your fabled disappearing trick won't save you. I don't want to fight you, Elwood. Hell, I don't even have a battle mech to pilot. My archer's still in mothballs on Zanaya. Then borrow another one, damn it! You're no stranger to making knee-jerk decisions, so use that impulsiveness and figure something out. Fight us, you miserable bastard. You owe us that much. Okay, what assurance do we have that you'll return Tempest and Megan if we agree to this? You've got my promise, both as a mech warrior and as a Kellhound. That's an oath I'll never break, Morgan. You know I'm telling the truth. Alright, Ree, you win. You got your fight. Send us the coordinates. My people will meet you on the surface. We'll take Ree and her beasts on together, Ballard. 2 of your mechs and 2 of mine, and I'll take your field by your side. And you're really sure that we can trust Ree at her word? You know, I don't care about this. This isn't what gets me paid. He says do the thing, we do the thing, right? I think so. Truth is, I don't know what choice I have. Ree's holding the cards right now, and this is the only hand I've got. Maybe not. I ran a trace on Ree's comm carrier signal. She was broadcasting from an abandoned armory on the planet's surface, just a few clicks away from the combat site. If we split our forces, we could attack that armory and stage a rescue attempt. Then it wouldn't matter if Ree was keeping her word, because we'd have Tempest and Megan. Good thinking, but if we're going to try it, we need to travel light. Any attempt to rescue Tempest and Megan has to go off quickly and without a hitch. Otherwise, we'd just be putting them in more danger. You know your capabilities better than I do, Commander. What do you want to do? Support me in my fight with Ree or make a run on the armory? There are risks either way. So, we don't participate in the fight against Ree at all if we pick the second option, it looks like. We'll need to travel light. Boy, I wish they would just make it clearer what the actual mechanical implications of these decisions are. What does we'll need to travel light mean? Are you just, like, talking? Or is that my next drop will be weight limited? Or, you know, like, I'm not getting a lot of actual information here. If we join the Kellhounds in the fight against Ree's Lance, I only get to use 2 of my mechs. We don't know what the Hellhounds will bring, but it might be crummy, right? I think we should probably just go straight at it. He trusts her to keep to her word. And we're not really set up for... Like, this is what I was talking about with the needing to travel light. We're not really set up for that just yet. We didn't get the Hatchet Man rebuilt or anything. Plus, we're less likely to lose mechs in the fight against Ree because we can use the Hellhounds to absorb some of the damage. Yeah, I say let's just go right at it. Sounds like a plan, Commander. See you on the field. And if this whole thing doesn't work out, and it turns out Megan and Tempest are not around, not my problem. We still get paid, right? So, let's, it looks like we're being given time to repair here. Let's jump into the bay and see how much time are we talking about to get the Thunderbolt back on? 1 day? The Jaeger mech is going to be... Oh man, we lost our good missile launchers too. Okay, the Jaeger mech's out of commission for a long time. If I were to just replace the 20 and the 15 straight up, what does it look like? So that was... The 20 that we lost was... Actually, not as good as the one we just... The one that we... Oh, no. I thought we got... Oh, I guess we got a good 15 recently. So, unfortunately, this 15 had plus damage on it, and this one does not. Yeah, this thing is just a less good mech than it used to be. It got some of the goodness shot right out of it. I will say this for it. It withstood an awful lot of damage. It's not usually the case that we have to let it be in firing range like that. So hopefully that won't happen again. But I mean, at this point, this thing is very lightly armored relative to the rest of the Lance. Alright, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to fix up our Thunderbolt, because apparently she's going to let us. And then we will we'll take on the final mission, what I hope is the final mission of this. Also, if we're going to sit for a day, we should probably... Okay, so I haven't done Medbay 3 yet because we don't have Gamma Pod. And while I don't think Gamma Pod has a lot of value by itself, maybe we want to do it now so that we can get Medbay 3 running? Or maybe I want this last machine shop upgrade. It's a 30-day commitment for 2 more mech points, or 2 more tech points. No, let's get started on the Gamma Pod. We'll be able to run better training modules. Well, the training modules don't matter though, do they? And our pilots have enough health that they're not really... It's not taking a super long time for them to recover already. No, let's finish this.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Okay, let's sit for the day. Alright, I think we're ready. I think this is the state we're going in. So, this is where we're going to call it for today. It's going to be it for us for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see the end of this Flashpoint, whether Elwyn Ree, whatever, can be trusted, and how much Morgan Cal's going to pay us when he finds out that his old lady love and his daughter have been dead the whole time. And we'll see you then.